Hey everyone, welcome back for day 4 of the yoga challenge with me, Erin Motz. Today I want to put it in park for a second because I think a lot of times, especially for those of us that practice a lot at home by ourselves or with videos online, we kind of go through the motions just assuming and crossing our fingers that we're doing everything right, but maybe we don't always know for sure if, hey, is my arm supposed to be like this? Should I feel it here? What am I doing exactly? So today is dedicated to breaking down 3 of the poses that we see most commonly, especially in this challenge. So before we get too far down the line where you could have been doing it wrong forever, I want to stop and make sure that we're doing everything right and everything in a way that is safe for us. So when you're ready, meet me at the top of your mat and we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to start with kind of deconstructing up dog and cobra because I know there's a lot of confusion about what the difference is and how they look different at all. So let's start with cobra. So come onto your stomach, stretch the legs back behind you, and just kind of lie flat here. So you want to take the hands so that they're flat about shoulder height, so the palms face down. Kicking into the tops of the feet, make sure the ankles are hip width apart. So try not to spread the feet really wide. Try to keep your stance pretty narrow, just so that it's only a few inches apart from the feet. So squeeze the elbows in toward the ribs and roll the shoulders back. So kind of you're already in like a baby cobra at this point, right? So squeezing the elbows in, shoulders roll back, kick into the tops of the feet and engage the legs. So you're pulling the quads up from the knees. Press gently into the hands and start to lift the chest, just gently, gradually, lifting the sternum up toward the sky, hugging the shoulders back and down. So this is cobra. On the exhale, lower back down. So cobra, the lower half of the body is down on the ground. You're not lifting up at all. The upper body is doing most of the work in terms of what it looks like it's doing. So legs are still active, but the chest is the only thing that really comes off your mat. In terms of up dog, the whole body is involved and you're really getting a lift from crown of the head all the way down to the feet. So we'll do that one as well. So hands, same position, squeeze the elbows in tight. So for this one, as you kick into the tops of the feet, you're gonna set up just like you would for cobra. Squeeze the elbows in, roll the shoulders back, start to bubble the chest up a little bit. So from here, you might stop here for cobra, and even for up dog, sometimes I'll stop here for up dog and it's fine. If you want to come into the full pose, I would shift your weight forward a little bit so that as you straighten the arms, the wrists are under the shoulders. So to come into the full expression, kicking into the feet and see if you can lift the thighs off the floor. So arms are straight, you're lifting the chest up. It's a similar shape as cobra, but it's a bit more active because the legs are also lifted. You let the knees come down, slowly lower back down. So we'll do cobra and up dog one more time so that you can kind of get a feel for really what the differences are and feel them in your body. Helps to remember better, I think. So remember, a cobra, legs stay down, just the upper body is lifted. Up dog, the whole body is active and the legs come off the floor and the arms are straight. So, cobra, let's do it. Elbows squeeze in, shoulders roll back, engage the legs, kick into the feet, roll the shoulders back, just get a little bit of a lift. Exhale, take it back down. Full up dog, so maybe shift your weight forward a little bit. Kick into the feet, shoulders back, lift the chest, and lift the legs. Knees come down, slowly roll back down. Cool. And from here, so now that you have cobra and up dog, you're going to see those quite a bit, right? Another one that we do, or that I see done incorrectly a lot, is that chaturanga push-up. So when you go from plank and you press down between the elbows, that one gets done wrong all the time, right? So let's kind of go over that and make sure that we're on the right track, right page before we continue our challenge. So I'll do it first, and then I'll kind of break down exactly what I'm doing and how you can keep your shoulders safe and keep your alignment in check. So from your plank, wrists are under the shoulders, nice strong plank, belly's pulling in. So I like to shift my weight forward, lower down halfway, and then lay it down, you flow through, right? So what happens a lot of times is from that plank, you'll shift forward and you keep the butt up and drop the chest down. So the reason why that's not going to be good for you in the long run is that when the shoulder dips below the elbow and that angle is no longer a 90-degree angle, but it's totally different, the shoulder bone will start to kind of gently and slowly tear away at the muscle tissue in your actual shoulder and in the rotator cuff. So instead, when you can park it at 90 degrees, you keep a safe alignment so that you can sustain that over time and you're not injuring any tissue as you go. So we'll try again. You could do it with me this time if you didn't last time. So full plank, wrist right under the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. I like to shift my weight forward a little bit. Keep hugging the elbows in, lower down, stop at 90, and then you can flow it through. So if that feels really difficult, and it's fine if it does, it's a tough pose. It took me a really long time to feel comfortable doing that. So if you feel like it's just too hard, there is hope, and there's another way to do it as well. So if you need to modify, just drop the knees. So the alignment in the upper body stays the same, but you're putting the knees down so that you don't have your full body weight coming down slowly. It's just like half, I guess. I don't know, maybe half. We'll call it half. So we'll try that version as well. Wrist under shoulders. And instead of a full plank, okay, you've got your plank, and now we're going to lower so the knees can come down. On the exhale, slowly lower halfway, and then go ahead and flow through. So it's the same, right? It's the same alignment, same everything, except the knees come down. So why don't we do just a little quick run through of all of those together, and we'll end it in downward facing dog, okay? So we'll start in down dog, and then we'll end in down dog. So lift the hips high, drop the heels. On your next breath in, let's shift forward to a plank. Press straight down between the elbows. So remember your option, if you can't quite get there, drop the knees. Lay the chest flat, kick into the feet, roll the shoulders back, come to cobra. Lift the chest up toward the ceiling. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes, sit up and back, downward facing dog. So we'll do the same thing one more time, but we'll come all the way through to up dog this time. So breathe in, shift your weight forward, plank. Knees are up or knees are down. Exhale, lower. And come into full up dog, kick into the tops of the feet, lift the chest up toward the sky. Curl over the toes, sit up and back, downward facing. From your down dog, breathe in, shift forward, come to the knees, have a seat. Relax the shoulders back and down, sitting up tall. Let the eyes close. We have to remember that working on improving these smaller details in our practice is just as important as doing the really difficult stuff all at once. So it's okay to let yourself rest. Let yourself go back to basics once in a while. And on your next breath in, go ahead and pull the arms up overhead. Press the hands together. Exhale them right down to the heart center. And let the eyes blink open. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed that one. For more yoga and other cool stuff, go ahead and check out erinmotz.com, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.